Hello everybody, this is Diane. As you can tell by my voice, I'm still sick. I'm feeling better, but I'm not feeling great. I feel woozy. So I'm not doing too much, but I need to get up and move around a little bit. So the next journal project that I had on my list was to use Amity Bloom's Everyday Journal course. And I don't want to start on cutting fabrics and things like that while I'm not feeling great, while my head is woozy, because I know that's when I'm going to make mistakes. So I am going to show you maybe the fabrics that I'll work with and some of the papers, the journal kit that comes with the course. But I can't show much of that process anyway because it is a course that I paid for. So I can't show the process. It's something that you need to buy from Amity Bloom, from Nazi. So while I'm working on these journals, I'm going to make at least two, and one of them will be for me to keep. But while I'm working on those in processes that I can't show, I will be working on some easier projects also. So I'll show you. We'll get started on that. So if you remember the chicken journals that I made, one for my friend and some for the shop, or one for the shop. It was a large fabric covered journal, and I made that using Amity Bloom's course, just for the cover, not for the pages inside. So now I want to do the whole thing. I want to have one of those journals for myself, so I am going to make a journal with one of these Pioneer Woman fabrics. Let's see. These are the Pioneer Woman. I had sold these in bundles, these fat quarters in bundles, and I think there were 4 pieces in each bundle, and one of the pieces was not not Pioneer Woman, but I picked a coordinating fabric so that I could have 4. So one of these selections is going to be for my journal. And I'm missing one of the pieces. I'm not sure. I don't have 12 fabrics, so one of them got misplaced somewhere. But anyway, I think this is the one of these is the one I want to use for mine. I love them all, but, and I can use both of these in one journal anyway. But I love this one too. But I think I'm going to go with this selection here for my journal. So it's going to look like the chicken fabric, the chicken journal, with pieces patched together. It won't all be one fabric, but there will be a few fabrics, a couple on the front and a few on the back, and then something different for the spine. So I think it's going to be really fun to mix these together. I also have these pieces that I had ordered from, I think, a Etsy shop online, and I just selected these individual pieces, which I absolutely love. And so I have these to use also if I want to. I've had these for quite a while. I just haven't used them yet. I love this one. The gingham, the pink, the big bouquet, that would be great. So there's really lovely pieces here. And then I have these pieces that are left from my, a while ago I did bundles, fabric bundles with French Provincial, and they had roosters on some of the fabrics. So I have these pieces that I could use also. So I have a lot of everyday journal projects in my future, I think. When I sold these bundles, I had stamped a few pieces like these in the color that would match whichever bundle it was. So I'll have to cut those out and maybe use them. But Amity Bloom, Nazi gives you pages to use with her kit, with her course. So I've printed them. I haven't cut them all out yet, but there's some really lovely pages and ephemera that you can use when you have her course. She has so many beautiful digitals in her shop, her Etsy shop called Amity Bloom. And That's beautiful. Lots of ephemera, so you don't have to purchase the kit to get her digitals. And she has a couple in her shop called Everyday Journal, but they are some of these papers, but they are after she decorated them for her Everyday Journal, for her journal that she made. So there would be little bits added to some of these pages in that kit. So you can purchase those. And I don't know if some of these I purchased separately or if they all came with the course. I can't remember. It's been a while since I purchased the course. So anyway, you can see there's a lot of beautiful images to use here. So I'll be cutting these out. I can do that while I try to recover. So right now I'm just going to set these things aside. I just wanted to show you all the beautiful fabrics. I love the beautiful fabrics and the beautiful digitals. So I have these golden home and high school encyclopedias that my daughter-in-law gave me from her grandma's house. And I don't know if I want to make Smashbooks or glue books or maybe some of each. There's more. I think depending on how long that Everyday Journal project takes me, maybe I could make 3 Smashbooks and 3 glue books. I'm just going to see if I can clean this up. But I know I need to make a couple more Smashbooks. You guys really like them, and I appreciate that. And I haven't made glue books in a long time. I'm not really sorry, because that just means hopefully a journal that I listed today sold. I listed 2 journals today, and I had 1 left in there. So thank you. But it could have been a digital too that sold. Anyway, I'm not really sorry when I hear the ka-ching. So that got some of the dirt off. I think I'll go grab one more cover. We're going to pick out some papers for these too. We're going to take the covers apart. So I'll grab one more cover in case I decide to do 3 Smashbooks and 3 glue books. I'll do the Smashbooks first. They'll be quicker. And so I'll have to pick out which ones are going to be Smashbooks and which ones are going to be glue books. Let me grab one more cover. Well, the one I grabbed is Mona Lisa, but yeah, I think I'll use this. But I have a recently purchased digital kit called Da Vinci, which would be too small for this book cover, so I guess I can use this for a Smashbook or a glue book. And I can do more cleaning when you're not watching. So, and this is Da Vinci also. So I'm going to make the Mona Lisa a glue book. And this one can be a Smashbook. Glue book, Smashbook. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter. I love all of these covers. Glue book, Smashbook. We'll do the Smashbook first, like I said. So I've already taken out the book blocks. I don't have room to store full books when I'm just going to use the covers, but I did keep some of the pages for each book so I can use them in the books. So I am just going to cut the pages apart, or the covers. Just using my voice makes it sound a little better. I haven't been using it all day because I'm just here alone. So I guess it was just rusty from not being used for days. Stephanie's grandmother is in her 90s, and up until recently she still lived alone, but her son lived very close, and he would go every day and have dinner with her after work, almost every day. I think there was one day a week that he didn't go, or two, but most days he was at his mother's house, and they decided it was time to move her into assisted living. And she was worried, what will Bob do for dinner? Bob is my age. He can fend for himself for dinner. But she loves it at the assisted living home, so that's wonderful. So they had to clean out her house, and that's how I got some of the stuff that my sister, or my daughter-in-law, has been giving me. I think they're done now, though. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they are, because her sister is getting ready to move into the house. My daughter-in-law's sister. So, there's one. You know, I've been sick a lot this year. It's only mid-April. And I had COVID in January, and then I had a cold, and then a stomach bug, and then another stomach bug, and then a cold again. It's 4.5 months into the year, and I've been sick 5 times. And, well, I was taking vitamins. I kind of slacked off, so I guess I better get back on the vitamins. I'm not very good at taking my vitamins. It's the day after Easter, and we are in for a winter storm this week. This evening, tonight, overnight, which isn't fun. We've had snow on Easter before, but this is even a later Easter. It's mid-April, it's not March. There are hills in Pennsylvania. We have a hilly state, and we have a hill in our town called Round Top, and it's a park. It has pavilions and, swing sets, and if you go up there, you get a really good view of the valley where our towns are. And we have a sunrise service there every Easter. I never go because I don't do well getting up that early. But we have a sunrise service up there every day, and I wouldn't have gone this year anyway because I was sick. I didn't go to church at all yesterday. But it was flurrying. Nothing stuck to the ground, but it was cold and windy and flurrying for the sunrise service yesterday. My daughter hates the cold, and she was planning on going because my grandson wanted to go. Isn't that nice? He's 15, he'll be 16 in a few months, and he wanted to go to the sunrise service. So, good mama that she is, she got up on that cold hill with him, and the younger son too, whether he wanted to or not. I'm sure he was there. He probably didn't mind. So I just did a batch of Smashbooks, and I showed you how I cover the raw edge, and we picked out papers, which we're going to do some of that today, but you probably want to see something different, so maybe I will show you adding pockets and elements that I make with my Cricut or whatever I decide to put in. Maybe I'll show you some of that this time, and maybe even binding it again, because I've done binding several times on a video with my Bind It All, but it's been a while, and some of you were wondering why I didn't show that this time. I was going to link the video, one of the videos where I did that, and I forgot to. I'm just trimming off any paper that's hanging over the board book, or the book board. Alright, so I have 3 Smashbook covers. Now let's look at some of my double-sided paper and pick some out. This is more of a school-themed paper. I don't know if I'll use much of this. They don't have to, they're not themed journals, but yeah, I might as well use some. It's fun. Cut these apart to include with the books when I sell them. I put about 35 pages in each of the journals that I made this last time, and I think that was too many because it was already full. I love this on that side. So I'm going to make it in between 25 and 35 this time. A lot of fun papers in here. Maybe it's home themed, not school themed. I guess it was just the apple that made me think it was school themed, but it's not. I could put them in as short pages. Get some from other paper pads too. This one is from DCWV called Pretty Home. It's one that I bought at Joann's on clearance for $6. And I bought several pads that day. I was so excited because they're double-sided for $6. And number one, it's hard to find double-sided papers unless you're ordering online. And number two, they were $6. So, and I wanted them for Smashbooks. So I might as well use them for Smashbooks. These are all the same size, so that'll be easy for me to cut the pages. Once I get the measurements in my head, I get to use the same measurements for all 3 books. I'll just use all of these pages. Might as well use that whole kit up. Okay, what else do we have here? I'm going to need 75 to 90 pages. And I know we don't have that here. Let's look at some of these pages that are loose and not connected to any kit, like leftover pages like that. And that one. Some of these I got at a flea market. It's just stacks of scrapbook paper that somebody was getting rid of. That was several years ago. This one's very sturdy. These I could actually use in a journal because they're not so thick. This one would be very stiff and heavy to put inside a journal. So I'm going to save these. These are authentic papers that Jeannie gave me. And they're very beautiful. These all came out of one paper pad, but they're not in there anymore. They're very pretty. I don't know. They might be too pastel. I'll set them aside. I can use them in a pretty journal. This is a really old pack of paper that I had, so it would be nice to use them. This is an old Stampin' Up! Page. So is this. I like these papers though. I don't know what they came with, but they're really pretty. I think I will save these. These all go together. I'm not going to make a cherry themed journal, but I think they would be fun together in a journal, so I'm going to save those. And maybe I'll try to use all of these up. These are from a pack of wedding paper, but they don't have a wedding theme to them really. They're just pale, elegant papers. Oh, there's a whole pad of them here. They were my daughter's. She gave them to me. These I'll save for something else. Isn't that pretty? So the really heavy papers like these are great to use for Smashbooks. And I have a few more here. This is just one drawer. I have another drawer of double-sided paper. But I think what I have here is more than enough. So I'm going to put these back in. And I'll have these to go to if I need more than what I already pulled. Oops. Okay. This has fruits and veggies on the front, so I'll put this carrot paper with it. These I'll just distribute among the three because they're very neutral. And like I said, I'm not trying to match anything up. I'll just keep going in this manner. And then I can count and see how many I have in one pile. It's better than counting the whole pile of papers to see how many I pulled. These I'm going to cut. Okay, let's see how many we have here. Oh, and I can also include these pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I still need more. I can take maybe 5 pages out of here. Even that would be a fun one. 1. Let's do that one. 1. 2. Excuse me. 3. 4. 5. 5. That's 25. So I can take about 5 more pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more for each pile. So by adding 5 book pages in, that gives me 30. I can use that for something, like to cover the spine or to decorate somehow. So I have some cards I can cut. I need to go sit down again for a while. I made myself dizzy just tearing those papers out. So I'll take these to my couch and start cutting these. Cut out my Amity Bloom pages. I'm just doing some prep work for assorted projects because I need to do something. And it's too hard to read. My head hurts. So I don't just read a book. I can't right now. So that's enough of my woes. I hope that I gave you something to look forward to in my shop or in my channel with these projects coming up. Yep, so I guess that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I think tomorrow I'll be doing a lot better. At least I hope so. I've got things I need to do tomorrow. I have obligations. I canceled all of my errands for today. I just scratched them off my list, except I had to go to the post office to mail packages that had to be sent today, so I did go out and do that. Anything else I scratched off my list, so I'm not getting groceries today. So I do have things I do have to do tomorrow. But I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me, and I can't wait to get started on these projects. See you soon. Have a creative day today.